What's up, guys, and welcome back to Caveman Brickworks, where I'm your host, Caveman. I think this is a super hot ticket item right now, so while it's still trending, while it's still hot, we're gonna jump right into building Minas Tirith. We just finished Barad-dûr not too long ago, and so we did the dark side. Now we're gonna do the light side. These are gonna be paired really nicely on the shelf next to each other. Obviously, this is gonna take some time, right? Look at the detail in this thing on the back. It's over 8,000 pieces. It is just about as tall as Barad-dûr was. It's just over 23 inches, so almost 2 foot tall. It's got a wide footprint. It's very deep. I'm super excited to jump into this. So without further ado, I'm gonna quit talking. I'm going to start building, and we're going to get right to it. Alright, guys, I was going to do like bag 1 through 5, but it had a good stopping point where we're going to start building on a wall, like the first layer of the first layer, I guess. So right now we have the entrance complete, just the main the main gate, and boy, do I have some things to talk about on this. So it's kind of a good thing that we stopped here. So in bag 4, we finally got our first minifig and accessory, or different other minifig, because technically, I don't know, I'd consider him a minifig, right? So we got Gandalf the White. So interesting, because I guess not interesting, but kind of cool. We haven't seen this minifig since 2013, so technically not seen him, but he has not been part of a Lego set since 2013. So good to see Gandalf the White back. And then we have his trusty steed. A little generic, but I mean, it's Shadowfax. Like, it still is his noble white steed that he goes into battle with. So kind of cool. Only one of, I think there's 10 minifigs on this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 10 minifigs plus Shadowfax. So, anyways, what I really want to show you is I am in love with these front doors. Holy moly! So if you caught it in the time lapse, I've never done this before. This is so cool how they use kind of like these hinge slash stud pieces, and have you kind of put clips facing vertical, and then you fold these down, and then put kind of like, I don't know, I call them angle iron bricks to kind of make it up. So maybe a little bit better from the back. You can kind of get the idea. Not as decent looking from the back, but obviously the main focal point is going to be the front. Not very many people are going to be looking at the back, so just wow. Like, They could have made two solid doors with stickers. They could have made a couple printed pieces, but I much prefer this. This is amazing. The detail, the texture. I think that's the look. That's what Lego's about. Is the creativity, the ingenuity. Just wow. And then the brick, how they use just 2x1s, 1x1s of all smooth tile to really get that brick layered texture and everything. Uh, these kind of just pop out. They kind of just set in there with an inverted, smooth 2x2. So they stay in there pretty nice. I mean, they're not going anywhere if you're doing this with it. So I think that's good enough. But anyways, this is where we're at. We're gonna keep going. I figured this would be a good stopping point. And just again, that door, whoever designed that, great job. So happy with that. So excited to keep going. Alright guys, so made it through bag 8, and it's kind of like the second part of the first layer. They're kind of breaking it up into modules. Keeps throwing me for a loop because I'm like a 5, 10, 15, 20 guy, and it's like kind of like 4 bags, but that's the fun of it. It's just figuring out how Lego thought it out. So we got pick it up here. We got the first wall done of the outer layer, and back behind we have a nice little hay cart and the little food storages. Got a little chicken, fish in a barrel, some plants and stuff, little water fountain here. So pretty cool. I like the little tidbits of interior design. Again, outside the wall. This is pretty cool. The way that this slotted into place. It had little gray flowers that kind of made this channel, so it slid in, popped in on a kind of like a post at the bottom here. And then we got our second minifig. We got a Gondor soldier, so just a generic kingdom guard. But then pretty much this just pops together here. Oop, wrong side. This just pops together like this. I know it's a little out of frame, guys, so I'm sorry about that. But overall, looks pretty good. You can kind of see, you can kind of bring it back a little bit. see the start of it. So this is kind of half of the first, right? The bag will, next set of bags will go this way. So this is kind of where I'm going to end tonight. This is going to be bag 1 through 8, so we'll start doing 9 on our next video. Probably not going to be tomorrow night, but will be in the near future. Use my little cape bag as a placeholder. And we'll see. Got to do some race car things tomorrow, so hopefully we'll get back to this Friday. I'm hoping that Saturday isn't too crazy. We have the weekend off of racing. So again, not going to talk a whole lot about racing here, but if you want to go check out our racing stuff, go to Years Motorsports on Facebook. It's again, Years Motorsports. So you'll catch all of our racing stuff, where we are, what we're doing. My wife does a good job keeping up with all that stuff. So overall, super happy with this build so far. Uh, the I've said this with Battledore. There's some repetitiveness, but the way that Lego has done it, it doesn't feel repetitive. So when building walls, and I like building structures and stuff like that, when building up the walls and seeing it kind of come up semi-quick, it's super enjoyable. Like even like this little tower, the way they have this constructed, really detailed. Even though it's a micro scale set from the exterior and the minifig side interior, we're kind of getting the micro scale outside with the playability of the minifig size inside. So overall, pretty cool. I'm super excited to keep building this. I'm hoping to kind of do maybe a longer video. Like I said, if I'm not too busy on Saturday, maybe we do a longer video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like these, 10-ish, 10, 15-minute videos? Would you guys enjoy seeing a longer video where we build more in one video? Or is this like a good breakup where, each part is, only a few bags where we stop and talk about it? So, also I was thinking as I was building, I got tunes on, I'm listening to music. Anything with a beat sounds good to me, from rap to country to divorced dad rock to heavy metal. It doesn't really matter. Classic rock. I'm listening to it all, so I like bobbing my head. I wish I could just play the music on here, but obviously don't want to get copyrighted and get in trouble. So I want to keep hanging out with you guys. So drop a comment down below. What do you guys do while you're building Lego? Do you just listen to the bricks fall and click into place ASMR style? Do you guys put an audio book on? Do you guys listen to music? What kind of music do you guys listen to when you build, if you do that? So drop a comment below. Let me know. I want to see what other people are listening to nowadays. As always, really appreciate you staying to the end if you're still here. If I've earned a sub, I really appreciate it. I want to build this community up, so I think we're making the right direction. Shout out to the commenter that said, when are we going to build Minas Tirith? So shout out to him. I'll put his comment kind of up here in the corner, and because it was one of my first comments, so thanks, dude. Appreciate it. But overall, really excited to keep going with this. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's see what we can get done next time. This is Caveman. Good night, y'all.